Trying to use your father's name to build your struggle streamer career is so not cool. Struggle streamer? But you have 2 daughters and you're not in their lives, Dr. Umar. But I'm a struggle streamer? You see what I'm talking about? Why is that your only focus? You have 2 daughters and you are not present in their lives. Let's focus on that, Dr. Umar. Clock that tick.
Dive into the fun world of letters with Sparkle Denae's ABC Word Chase and Coloring Book. Looking for an exciting and educational way to help your little ones explore their ABCs? Look no further. This engaging book not only allows your child to practice tracing the alphabet, but also includes tracing words and coloring fun pictures in between. It's kid-friendly, kid-approved, and the perfect blend of learning and creativity. Get your copy today and watch your child's learning journey light up with joy.
Come explore the world of t-shirts and self-expression by visiting In the Loop Radio Etsy shop. No matter what type of person you are, a trendsetter or a free spirit, our varied selection of t-shirts is made to complement your unique style. Shopping at In the Loop Radio isn't just about finding exceptional goods. It's about connecting with a vibrant community that celebrates creativity. So, don't hesitate to visit us. And let your next stop be your best stop at In the Loop Radio Etsy shop.
Looking for custom products with a flair? Then stop by our new Etsy shop at Fit So Flawless Customs. Our curated collection features a diverse array of handcrafted treasures that add a touch of uniqueness to your life. Whether you're searching for the perfect gift or looking to treat yourself to something new, we got you covered. So don't be shy. Give us a try at Fit So Flawless, where you will find your fit.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the LifeScope channel. On your way in, be sure to like, share, definitely subscribe, and support the channel. It's always appreciated. So, Dr. Umar Johnson, born Jermaine Shoemaker on August 21st, 1974, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, is a clinical psychologist, certified school psychologist, and motivational speaker known for his Afrocentric views and activism. He earned dual bachelor's degrees in psychology and political science from Millersville University and later obtained a doctor of psychology from the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine. Johnson has authored works such as Psychoacademic Holocaust, The Special Education and ADHD Wars Against Black Boys, where he argues that conditions like ADHD are often misdiagnosed in the Black communities, leading to stigmatization. He is a self-proclaimed Prince of Pan-Africanism and has been a polarizing figure due to his outspoken views on interracial marriage, homosexuality, and the education system's treatment of Black children. But recently, Johnson has been embroiled in a public controversy involving his alleged daughter, Anissa. The 22-year-old has accused him of being absent throughout her life, missing significant events such as birthdays and graduations. In her statements, Anissa claimed, "I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important. No graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life." She further alleged that Johnson had physically abused her mother in the past, stating he put his effing hands on her. What the F is wrong with him? He should be in effing jail. In response, Johnson has taken to social media demanding to see his daughter and threatening legal action if denied access. He has also addressed disputes with another child's mother, whom he refers to as Miss Vegan, accusing her of preventing him from seeing his child. These allegations have sparked significant discussion within the community, with some criticizing Johnson for his alleged absenteeism and others questioning the motives behind the public nature of these revelations. The situation remains a topic of active debate and concern. So for more insights into this controversy, you might find the following video informative.
My biological father is Dr. Umar. I tried to contact him about, getting to know my sister. I asked him if he knows her or if he has her number. He ignored me and never responded. I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life. Forget the relationship. I really don't care too much about that at this point. I just wanted a conversation out of you, and you shut me down. You ignored me. And I'm not bashing you.
Really?
I just don't understand why you're ignoring me. I'm 22 years old, and you have yet to be in my life.
Y'all know me too well. Y'all know my love for children is too strong. For anybody to be coming out the woodworks telling you they've been trying to reach me when my number has been public for 20 years. Listen, brothers and sisters, I want y'all to listen. My phone number has been the same for 20 years. So anybody telling you they've been trying to reach me and my phone number hasn't changed in 20 years, mind you, I speak at graduations in Philadelphia all the time. I'm on the street in Philadelphia all the time. I have events in Philadelphia all the time. I got family in Philadelphia everywhere. And you've been trying to find me? Stop the cap now. Can we please stop the cap, brothers and sisters? Trying to build your struggle streamer career off of my back, coming up out of nowhere, acting like you've been looking for me. Get Mama Smurf. When can the three of us have a sit down? I'm ready for this. When can Mama Smurf, Papa Smurf, and Baby Smurf have a sit down? Oh, I'm ready for this. And I will have my white man paperwork. When can we do the sit down? When can we do the sit down? Been paying child support since you damn near came out the womb. Deadbeat who? When can we have a sit down? Child support started, you wasn't even out your mama yet, and she took me to child support. Deadbeat who? Child custody file this thick. What are we talking about? Where is Mama Smurf? What is your mama's Instagram? We want to ask her some questions. Where's your mama's face? Where is the mother? And none of y'all asking no questions.
Lord have mercy.
This is how you know that this is not about the truth. If his number hasn't changed in 20 years, why haven't you called for an in-person conversation? You wait until now. Why is that? Why did you wait until now? I want you to get off of social media for a minute. Stop looking ridiculous. Get off social media for a minute, Baby Smurf. Stop looking ridiculous. And I want you to get Mama Smurf. And on Thursday, 1 week from today, I'm calling you out, you and Mama Smurf. I want a respectable private FDMG tour and luncheon. Baby Smurf, Mama Smurf, and Big Papa. Wilmington, Delaware. Let's put it into this right now.
So the drama ignited when Umar's daughter expressed herself in a way that seemingly clashed with her father's public preached principles. And when she initially came out, some people did not believe that she was in fact Umar's daughter, but what we just saw in the video where he is speaking, it is definitely his daughter, and she does have some Umar-isms that makes me like, ugh, a female Umar. That can kind of get a little annoying, but it's no shade on her part. I mean, it just comes from your parents, basically. Anyway, while the exact details remain murky, one thing is clear: the internet wasted no time in holding Umar to his own standards, because for years he's taken a hard stance against what he perceives as cultural betrayal, whether it's interracial dating or the rejection of traditional African values. So when the narrative shifted to his own family, the irony wasn't lost on the masses. Now, critics argue that Umar's rigid philosophies are easier preached than practiced, After all, raising a child in today's world means navigating personal growth, external influences, and the ever-changing social landscape. So many parents know the sting of seeing their children make choices that contradict their own beliefs. But in Umar's case, the backlash is amplified by his unwavering public persona. Now, Umar does have a bad habit of trying to tell everyone else how to basically run their households, what type of men they should be specifically, somewhat pandering to women in a sense. But if you have been listening to him for a long time, which I used to actually listen to him, it's been about 10 years now. And my thing is, regardless if you believe in Umar, believe what he's saying, still a major supporter of him or not, we have to face facts and operate in reality. That man took all this time to get a school that still isn't open. I literally remember him talking about the school when it was supposed to be at another beautiful, historically black campus. And he was talking about it then, trying to get donations. This was probably back in 2015 or 16, somewhere around that time. And it's 2025. There is no school opening. There's a school on the corner that needs a lot of work, but it's not opening. So we went through all of this in terms of watching him collect donation money, and then there is still not a school. He didn't want to start small and then work his way up to see whether or not if his program that he wants to implement for young black boys is going to work. And then now it's gotten to the point where his daughter has come out, and some people initially didn't believe that it was his daughter, but from the video we clearly know that is his daughter, and he is clearly saying that she is clout chasing. But from her perspective, being a child, regardless of whoever your parent is, if you don't show up in their lives, can't you see that a kid is going to have a little bit of vitriol towards you? You couldn't show up in my life, especially if another person, in her case, her stepfather, I guess, is showing up. So he made it a point to say in the video, well, I pay child support. And she made it a point to say he doesn't show up to any of her events. That is the position that a child would take. They don't care necessarily about the money that you are spending. That would be the mother that cares because she's having to raise the kid by herself, so to speak, or in a single parent household. So they will go back and forth over the money, but the child would literally be like, how come you didn't show up to this? How come you couldn't pick me up? How come you couldn't take me to this? So it's a little bit of vitriol that's been probably building in that young lady. Now, do I agree with her coming out to talk about it? That's not really for me to say. If she was trying to find her sisters, as she her sister, not sisters, her sister, as she has stated, then she has found information on her sister. If she was trying to reach out to him and he shut her down, you know, that's unfortunate, because even if you don't talk to your dad like that on a regular basis, still don't shut your daughter down. But we don't know if that's actually the case or if that's hearsay. However, Umar still has supporters who believe that this is simply a teachable moment. And they argue that Umar's willingness to address the situation publicly shows accountability. Now, with all that being said, he didn't have a willingness to address the situation. She came out and he responded. This wasn't something that he had put out prior to, and then they had the conversation and then he took accountability. No, she aired out what he has done and what's going on now, and then he responded. So I don't necessarily agree when people say that this is like a teachable moment and that he's taking accountability. No, he's just responding. And parenting, yes, it is a humbling experience for everyone, but in their eyes, the people that support him, the criticism is less about genuine concern and more about the thrill of taking down a figure who has long maintained a more high ground. And that's definitely not the case. He hasn't maintained a more high ground. If anything, I look at some of these conscious gift of gab type of people. I put him on a list. Umar is like number 2 for me because he is an eloquent speaker. He does make great points occasionally. It's just when he tries to stomp down or hammer down on people to tell them what they need to do to better their lives. Meanwhile, you have this situation, and this isn't the first family drama situation that Umar has been exposed. I don't know if you guys remember when his dad came out. And this was some years ago, and just had somewhat of an issue with Umar, or telling everyone that Umar was not related to Frederick Douglass. I don't know if you guys remember that controversy.
People have asked me, a lot of people have asked me, why don't you talk to your son? Why can't y'all communicate? Well, I'm going to say here today, since you put it out there and put my name out there, that you know I've reached out for you to speak with me for years. You know that I want to talk to you about all this that you spreading to people. You know that it's in my nature to confront whatever I don't care for and whoever I don't care for, and not to run behind other people to get it done, including when it comes to you. But you have not fed back to me any replies, and if you want to say I'm lying, then prove it. But you know you haven't. Our generations do have a gap, but I will never, ever, ever let that gap come between us to where I would become your enemy. I'm not your enemy. I'm not a supporter of everything you say, because I know for a fact that it's not all correct. But I would never, ever go against you, father to son. I love you, and I need you to know that. And whoever's talking in your ear, I'm sorry that you've given them more credence than you would me, because my history doesn't show me to be like that. Furthermore, I'm sorry this has to be done on a public forum. But you chose this. I've been reaching out to you privately. You have not responded. And then when you have, you've come called me names, totally disrespecting me, very condescending in the way that you come across. And I guess that's what your base wants. You know, I guess that's what your people like to hear. Unfortunately, doesn't make you look good. Doesn't make you look good at all. I know you're more intelligent, articulate, and most of all, more well-mannered than that. I've never heard you use profanity as much as you have until you started becoming a member of the conscious community. You've never used it towards me. And I'm just utterly shocked that you do it in the way that you do, as well as attacking other people the way you do. But this is not against you. This video is not against you. I'm telling you, man, I love you. You're my firstborn. I would never hurt you. I would never conspire with people against you. If you feel that the only way you can address me as a coon, then so be it.
Now, I tried to find the exact video where Umar's dad is coming out and saying that he is not related to Frederick Douglass, but I could not find it. However, I do remember, and it was around 2014, 15, around that time when he did put that out, because so many people were questioning whether or not Umar was related to Frederick Douglass based off how Umar was implying it and saying he was a direct descendant, that the family of Frederick Douglass had to put out a statement just refuting that he is not a direct descendant. So I believe that Umar allegedly was using that in order to get more credibility, maybe so that people could be more generous with their donations over the years, because it's literally been about 10 years. And then when you roll back the history, there are people who have done plenty of YouTube videos discussing Umar and the donations of that school. It goes back even further from the 10 years that I have witnessed myself. So it is very deep what is going on with Umar Johnson. But in this video with his dad, I find it interesting because Umar said when he was talking to his daughter, he has had the same telephone number for 20 years. Well, during the 20-year period, his dad has said in this video that he has been trying to get in contact with Umar and has been unsuccessful as well. So it sounds like the daughter is saying the same thing. We're trying to reach out to you, and yet we cannot get in contact with you. So if you've had the same number for 20 years and they have been maybe trying to call you, maybe Umar allegedly is shutting that down. So ultimately, the hypocrisy debate speaks to a broader conversation about public figures and the expectations placed upon them. So are so-called leaders obligated to live flawlessly by their own standards, or should their humanity be acknowledged? Now, to me, Umar is nobody's leader. If you choose to follow what he's saying, that is up to you and you're right. But he is nobody's leader, in my opinion. Now, while social media debates rage on, one thing is for sure, Dr. Umar's latest family matter has provided the internet with yet another round of viral commentary, complete with memes, think pieces, and endless side-eye. So whether he emerges from this moment with a renewed perspective or simply doubles down on his belief, only time will tell. But one lesson remains clear: the internet never misses an opportunity to keep receipts, and no one, not even the Prince of Pan-Africanism, is exempt from a little digital accountability. So definitely let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, bye.